Oh, it punched him 22 times. Nah, I mean, I saw this video, he's on top of him, right? And you just sat there going, hun. Yo, what is up my people? Today we're watching the end of Raja Jackson. Yo, if you guys have seen what's going on, I've seen a couple clips. This guy got so heated, pretty much. This guy got so heated at the wrestler because the wrestler thought that he was part of the set, right? And he smashed a can over his head. Given that, you know, he's recovering from a concussion, you get what I mean? He obviously got a bit mad over that, but he said it was cool in the moment, right? And then later on, he jumps in the wrestling ring and starts pounding this guy, like chucks this guy, knocks this guy out, starts smashing him from up top. This video might explain the situation, I'm not sure, but that's pretty much what's happening in a nutshell, right? I hope everything's getting resolved and I hope everyone's okay. I did hear that the guy woke up, so hopefully everyone involved is okay. Anyways, let's get right to it.
We already got in a fight once.
Oh, really?
2 years ago?
Yeah.
He sucker punched me.
Well, I saw the slap.
How'd that go for
was
you?
that that?
And what'd you do? Did you slam him on his head?
Oh, yeah. That motherfucker went to the hospital that day.
Yeah.
I don't play that shit.
Were you fighting 3-on-1 though? Two big bitches came out the room too. Like, leave our man alone. You're like, oh, god damn.
No, you know what? I felt bad about kicking his ass that day, and to this day, he's the only.
Once he kicked his own son's ass. I mean, to be fair, he sucker punched him, right?
Only person I ever guillotined.
Oh my god.
I never get guillotined on nobody. I didn't want to keep punching him, so I guillotined him and he wouldn't tap out. And
Oh, you put him to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like we have a lot to unpack. The punches
Wait, who?
heard around the world, yes, 22 of them to be exact.
Oh, it punched him 22 times. Nah, I mean, I saw this video, he's on top of him, right? And you just sat there going, hun. Honestly, you know what? When you're a fighter, you gotta be able to control your emotions, man. And I see him afterwards. The guys are like trying to get him off. He starts fighting with them too, and it's like, bro, chill. If you look at the bigger picture, yeah, it was wrong what the guy done in the first place, right? But it's a can, bro.
Have been
It's a
ringing
prop
off over
can.
the internet for the past couple of days, and just like any other major situation, people are breaking down and dissecting every single last moment of it. Was the wrestler wrong with the beer? Was the company wrong for how they told Raja he could just wail on him? Was Raja supposed to be stopped because he had a concussion?
Yeah, no, like the dad said, Raja had no business being told as an MMA fighter that he can get in the ring with a wrestler. Like, that just shouldn't have happened, right? Because he's trained to fight, the wrestler's trained to act, you feel me?
Beforehand. Is Raja a slave to his chat because he kept getting egged on in order to inflict harm on this guy that was unexpecting of it? Now, I'm not saying that there's any sort of
Yeah, low-key, Raja got rage baited like crazy.
excuse that justifies any sort of attempts of murder on camera, because that's literally what we just saw a couple of days ago. But as I dug deeper into the crates, I found a common link of things that could, you know, possibly make us understand as to why.
Maybe, you know, he had a concussion, right? So maybe that's like a little bit of CTE, you feel me?
Raja would do this thing to Stu. One, he's got
Like, you know when you see like NFL players and they're constantly hit their heads, and then over time, you know, they have more like sort of aggressive tendencies. You get what I mean?
serious anger issues, and two, toxic masculinity has been shaping this young man's life to the point where he explodes, and we're seeing it in real time.
Hey, yo. Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
You said what?
Your stream, you was hugging on a dude in some damn tights.
Man, shut
Man, you shut the f up. I looked at your stream, you were hugging on some dude in some booty shorts.
I wasn't fucking on nobody.
I saw you hugging on your coach.
Man, sexual fantasy. You need to stop that. Watch, my dad can't never call me a straight up. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet.
Yeah, here he's just getting rage baited by his chat.
You about to see how fake.
I mean, I kind of understand it because I've had rage bait, you feel me? But like, I don't think I'd do something like this over chat rage baiting me.
Of a crash out I am.
I'm gonna be quite honest with you. This is a culmination of a bunch of different experiences.
All right, my guy stood up. Okay, stepping it up.
About on this channel that have been impacting young men over the past 5 to 10 to really a bunch of people's lifetimes. But it's really gotten burdensome with the emergence of people like an Andrew Tate or a Myron or anybody else that is pushing pretty much red pill.
Listen, anyone that knows what's going on with the Myron situation, I don't think he's a good example to use right now. I'm gonna keep it honest.
So manosphere ideologies. We thought we were getting into the era of men showing more emotion. We were actually getting men to be further and further down this pipeline of destruction. And that's how you get a Rajah Jackson. Now, again, I'm not excusing any of the behaviors that he's displaying in any of these videos, but you can clearly see that he has self-destructive tendencies that are spawned on him by the people in his life, aka his dad. From a clip of him talking about him having to use a move that he's never done before on anybody in his whole professional career on his son, which doesn't make any sense, to constantly taunting him. And it's not like these are just meaning.
He did low-key. Yo, his dad didn't make it. His dad didn't make it any better, I can't lie.
Taunts. We played it off his jokes in other videos and other conversations. No, this is truly impacting him and affecting him.
You like doing stretches?
Kinda, I guess.
Good, I'm gonna kind of stretch these nuts all over your face.
Nah, bruh.
Give him some good stretches.
So now he's going out there with all the skills and training that he has from the MMA fights, from the practices, and he's not using these as a way to do it in a competitive way. He's using it as a way to show that nobody can call him a bitch anymore, how much of a real man that he is. He has hands that can inflict violence, and he's willing to use those hands to show how much of a man he is. How is that not toxic masculinity?
I can't lie, it's disappointing to see, you know, because especially as a fighter, right? He should know better, honestly. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, most people, you know, training and learning how to fight, you know, it makes you actually avoid fights more. Like, you feel me? Like, especially before I started boxing, right? I was fighting a lot more, you know. I was fighting a lot more. Now I kind of avoid fights because it's like, you know, I know it doesn't need to go there.
So as we can see, Rajah has a bunch of different monkeys on his back. And this was the opportunity for him to get it off his back by displaying his ultimate power.
Bet, you about to see how fake of a crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do some shit to him. Exactly, people think this sweet.
Yo, who let him in the ring though? Whose idea was it to get him in the ring?
People think this shit's a game. Straight up, bro. I'm tired of everybody playing with me and shit. Think I'm on.
Yo, his cameraman's hella fake too for sitting here watching all of this and not like stepping in, you feel me?
Always playing and call me and none of bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for myself because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Instead of having a place and space to express those emotions, Rajah took that opportunity to express his emotions with his hand. And I can see who is goading him or egging him on to do these things. It's the men in his life. I'm assuming that the chat that he's talking to is mainly filled with men. I know for a fact that his father does a bunch of egging on again and again and again in his life. You know, bullies him, taunts him, does all these different things.
That dude was a little bit bigger. Rajah would have been sprawled out. I would have been mad. So I can joke about it now because, you know, he my son's part of fighting. But that nigga was on Queer Street. He was like...
I got you. I'll make you do the same shit.
No, you won't.
Honestly, the dynamic was weird before, but now that it's leading to violence, it's making everyone question how we even got here. Why didn't we see the signs before? And how could this be prevented going forward? One of the reasons why I keep pointing it back to Rampage Jackson is because even before the match itself, it seemed that cooler heads had started to prevail with the whole Rajah and Stu situation. Stu hit him with the can, of course, and then he started to apologize. Rajah wasn't taking it, but after
I feel like low-key, his dad's like kind of reignited that, you feel me? Like, that definitely, Rampage definitely does have some part to play in that.
After some time, they came to this sort of conclusion that everything was supposed to be okay. But only after his father proceeds to antagonize him like he's done in the past does Raja step to the plate and feel like he has to prove himself.
I don't got no bread. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be talking to y'all and shit. I'm just like y'all, nigga. My dad got bread. That's his bread. That's not mine. He's rich. I'm not rich. You know, it's just been rough. It's been hard on me, bro. It's just really been hard on me, bro. I've been low-key. I've been stressed about it. I've been stressed about a lot of shit, you feel me?
The Raja Jackson story is a story for all young men out there, older men out there, just men in general out there who are trying to find identity within themselves with this age of social media showing them how to be some sort of man every single day. Now, of course, that situation has its own level of uniqueness. One, you have somebody who has to be not all the way mentally there as a father, simply due to the fact that he would go into the ring and do MMA fights and, have his face be bashed in as some sort of a career. So, like, that already throws off the dynamic. Two, from my understanding,
Sure.
Raja's not his, biological son, or there's some...
Wait, what? He's not... I thought... Okay. I ain't gonna worry about that. Whatever they got going on, they got going on.
sort of murkiness between how they grew up together, what happened and what transpired. But three, and most importantly, it seems like there's not some sort of environment that's cultivated for real, genuine conversation between them. And it looks like Rampage downplays his son and his son's abilities all the time. He has other kids, but he's constantly downplaying, specifically Raja.
Raja and his oldest son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So
yeah, I can't lie. That's just, speaking down on your son like that. That's just wrong, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you sit here, some people might be like, all right, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna do better. But I feel like especially with kids, you gotta make them gotta tell them, you're a smart ass nigga, you get me? You're a smart ass nigga, you're capable, you feel me? Not downplay, or you're stupid, or you get me?
saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother, so don't fuck with him.
So while they have their own unique characteristics about their dynamic, what I see persist from their relationship online exists across the board, especially in the era of social media. Even though we are creating more safe spaces for men, I see this push for, hookup culture be perpetuated by the men. I'm just thinking about, again, like the Andrew Tates, the Fresh and Fit. I'm seeing what's propped up on the internet as what the ideal man is. And to be honest with you, as somebody who's a kid,
listen, Fresh and Fit can talk all this, but we all know he gets no play. Let's keep it real.
I would be even more confused than any other era before. And honestly, I would have a lot of bad faith actors guiding me as I go down a path of what ultimately will end up being destruction. Do me a favor. Put yourself in the shoes of a young kid, somebody that's maybe a preteen or a teenager that's consuming the internet in 2025. And these are the clips that they're watching that go super duper viral on a day-to-day basis.
Do you see yourself as a one-woman man?
I will never commit to one woman. I only believe in committing into multiple. I want a poly relationship with over 5 women under the same roof.
Over 5 is crazy. But I mean, if you got money, I guess, you feel me? If that works for you, that works for you. Do your own thing.
You get a woman to commit to you being in a poly relationship.
This right here. At bank.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, if that's fine with them, that's fine with them. You feel me? But don't be trying to take chapters out of other people's books.
Bro,
that's their book. That's their life. You feel me? Like, you should be writing your own book.
that's how you get a bitch. That money make a whole move, man. This is how we living in life. You hear what I'm saying? You gotta live it. 7 wives, man. That's what we doing. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Can I ask her something?
No, she don't talk. She's not allowed to talk.
We don't hold anybody accountable, and we allow mediocrity to strive in the West. And I think we need to go back to shaming fat people. We need to go back to making fun of them. I mean, if I was president, hell, I'd put all of them in a fat concentration camp.
And you may sit here and
Yeah, you'd be a terrible president, my boy. Listen, you could be president and you still getting your wife stolen. I'll keep it real. Wait, Myron, didn't you lose your girl to a guy with no bread that roller skates? Yeah, I don't know if he's the one to be listened to.
Think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you at a whim and not give a second, don't give a solitary shit.
So true.
And when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy?
What y'all been doing?
I got arrested. I got arrested. Cool.
No, it's okay. I win. What y'all been doing?
I'm drinking and shit. You good? You lit? You lit? I said you lit. I said you lit.
I got some babados.
What is this game right now? Is this him trying to drop game? You lit? Yo guys, yo, is this game right now? Yo, you lit? You lit? Oh, you didn't hear me? You lit? Yo guys, was that Riz? Was that game? Let me know.
Whoa.
Young men are consuming this content where they're talking down about black women, where they're talking down about women as a whole, talking about how they're property, ultra aggressive towards all type of people, especially fat people. And then this overly sexualized movement that's going on in streaming where everything by some of these big content creators is nothing but sex first, sex second, sex third, and sex last. And to put the cherry on top, Deshae Frost in that clip was asking her, are you lit? Are you lit? As if that was supposed to make it easier for him to get, you know, involved with her. Then if she wasn't lit, he was gonna offer her some drinks and stuff like that. That's grape culture as well. Like, all of this is bad for men to consume. They don't have any positive outlets that are pushed towards the mainstream. And then in a case like Raja Jackson, you also
yo, is that actually that? Because I've had the same like flip wise, right? I've had the same like girls say to me like, oh, you lit right now, you know, you let your foot, and I'm like, nah, I ain't really drink too much now. Oh no, have more drinks. I never seen it as that, you feel me? I think it's just double standards, you get what I mean? Like, I can't really see it the same if it's that way around.
are being
But yeah, I feel the other way around. Yeah, that's a bit questionable, bro.
Invalidated by your father, who's putting it on stream to embarrass you by millions of people who are consuming this.
Nigga, I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. All you do is make fun of me. You embarrass the shit out of me.
No, bro, you can't be saying that to your own son. Yo, even if this just on stream, bro, just for the stream, still, you know. Rampage, bro. Nah. You're better than this.
Fucking up my other shit. You ruined it. I don't want you no more. I want another son.
It's so interesting because over the past couple years, there's been this push against the fact that toxic masculinity exists. There's been names being thrown around like soy boy. There's been people saying that this generation is the softest generation than any generation prior. We need to get the testosterone back. And this has been something that has trickled into like politics and, you know, made voters make different voting decisions based off of who seemed more masculine because today's society seemed to be softer. It got so bad and people couldn't hide it anymore that cartoons like King of the Hill or South Park even made fun of it with their own renditions of Andrew Tate, on their platforms. But it's funny because I look around and hear all this rhetoric about how soft society is, but I see a young kid like Raja Jackson every single day. See, a kid like Raja Jackson exists in my neighborhood. He exists in your neighborhood. He goes to the gym with you. He goes to the park with you. He works at your job. We all know a Raja Jackson. Maybe not a person who's like a trained MMA fighter who would punch somebody 22 times.
And some of you are the Raja Jackson, you feel me? And that's okay.
Probably not. But we do know a young man who suffers from toxic masculinity, who is looking for any opportunity to get his emotions out there, even if that means in a violent way. In a best case scenario, they'll be able to find some sort of therapy or some sort of outlet to be able to talk through these emotions, maybe a friend group or something.
I mean, for most niggas, that's sports, you feel me? Like me personally, you get me? That was always sports, you get me? Whatever I was playing, whether, you know, I was trying to practice basketball or I was doing my boxing, you know, or at the moment I just go gym during the week.
Like that. In a worst case scenario, they'll end up either dead or in jail, and everything in between. To be quite honest with you, I think I see more Rajah Jacksons in today's society, ones that, you know, disrespect women, disrespect races, disrespect different types of people who literally aren't asking for it, take out their violent tendencies on people as a...
Yeah, I can't lie, sadly it's the way things are. You feel me? Like, that's just bit of the toxic side of it, right?
Opposed to men who are moving in a more healthy and positive light. That doesn't mean that you have to be soft. I'm getting tired of that rhetoric. That's the dumbest rhetoric out there. Nobody's asking anybody to be soft. We're just asking that the alternative doesn't happen. The beat downs, the fights, the shootouts, the violence, the, you know, negative comments, the turning down this red pill pipeline to where you become a caricature of yourself. I'm watching these Jubilee videos of men, real life men, not like characters on the internet, but real life men.
Yo, I can't lie, half of these Jubilee videos, I don't know where they find them. Like, some of these guys will come out and say the most outrageous things
and actually regurgitate stupid ass red pill talking points, but not even like red pill talking points from people who might have any good, you know, intentions behind it. But I'm talking about the stereotypical red pill talking points, like shit that people would make into a damn skit.
A lot of the qualities I bring to the table, other races seem to appreciate and value a little bit more.
What qualities are they?
Yeah, what qualities?
Okay, so I've heard a bunch of times growing up, like, oh, like, I want, like, a thug, for instance. And I understand, like, that's
brother, I'm not... Listen, each their selves, right? Listen, I'm not trying to play anything, but you don't strike me as that type, bro. You don't strike me as the thug type, you feel me? And that's cool, but just, you know, be yourself. You ain't gotta, you know, if you fake who you are, the cracks always show, you feel me?
Stereotypical.
That's major and
It is major, even in California now. I mean,
major,
like,
yeah, that full breakdown is nasty as hell. Ultimately, I think a lot of these problems would be solved if we moved out of the era of toxic masculinity into something that's definitely more positive for society. One that we can have open and honest conversation, identify bad behaviors and nip it in the bud, and especially not promote these people that promote these things as like the end all be all high power, right? They shouldn't be social media famous. They shouldn't be any type of famous. These people should be called out at any regard and nipped in the bud immediately. That way we can move.
The problem is, right, is these type of people get clicks. That's the problem. These type of people get clicks. These type of people get the views because of the outrageous stuff they say. So these are the type of people you see, but don't listen. To anyone watching, don't get your opinions and your views off the internet, right? Get them from, you know, whether that's personal experience, actual research. Don't just, you know, listen to Andrew Tate of the world, the Marlons of the world, and just go, yeah, you know what, he said something I slightly agree with, or I could see true. I'm gonna make that my whole viewpoint. Like, be your own person, you feel me? I feel like that's important. Be your own person. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely a W video. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, you know. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like on my channel too. Anyways, I ain't gonna hold you guys too much. I'm live every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's gonna be me for the night. Furza. Peace out.